Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
Hello, my dear boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll give you a free round of golf if you can tell me who I am.
Oh no. Oh no. I can't name you, but I could pretty much assume that you're the gentleman who invented mini golf.
Yeah, that's right, my dear boy. Free round of golf on me, Don Clayton.
Matt, no.
You
Sorry,
can call me Don.
Don Clayton, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Call me Don.
You know, Don, it's so much fun to know exactly what's going to be the promo material before we even finish recording.
I'm glad that you and your young whippersnappers can really flesh out the internet media with a great promo clip.
So I guess, Don, tell me a little bit about yourself. Of besides being the inventor of mini golf, where are you from?
Here and there, you know. I think kind of, around.
Round?
Yeah. Pretty sure golf was invented mostly by the Scots, but I was the man who invented putt-putt mini golfing as it is, mostly as it is, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, like, if you were going to narrow down, like, what region you were from, besides, like, we know the Scottish invented golf, but
Right.
you're the forefather of mini golf.
Of American mini golf, of course. I'm
Right.
American.
But what part of America are you from, Don?
Well, I mean, mini golf has kind of gone all around the United States, as you call it these days. I don't know. I'm from here and there. I helped set up mini golf.
Uh-huh.
That's where.
So who's president right now since you've the year that you started mini golf? Who's president?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, of course.
Really?
Sure. I don't know.
That's fascinating.
I think it was like 1950 or something like that, but
Yeah,
I could have read it wrong.
It was 1954.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt was. I'm sorry, I'm breaking the bit. I can't keep it up because I have no idea. You always do this every time I come in with a really solid bit. You're like, let me ask you every question to make sure you actually did any sort of research on the character that you're portraying rather than just the name.
You shaved your face. I thought maybe you'd put a little bit of effort into this.
I shaved my. That is the effort. I shaved my face. I put clothes on.
Right, but if you're going to go into the character, I thought maybe you'd put a little effort into figuring out who the character was. You know, someone who lived in the 1950s and didn't talk like an oil baron from the 1700s.
Listen, I don't know. All of time is a construct. All of time is just a big jumbled mess of confusion and similarities. Throughout time, you can see very similar things happening in vastly different parts of the world and vastly different time periods. Essentially the exact same things happening over again because history repeats itself. That's just how it is.
And then when history repeats this moment, are you still going to look stupid with your beard shaved like that?
Yes.
You know, I think George Lucas said it best when it doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes. It's like poetry. I don't know if I can continue doing this episode unless you shave.
Nope.
But I feel like that's going to be worse because
I'm leaving it like this until this grows in.
I'll tell you what, right now, I hate seeing your naked chin.
Me too.
Is it also going to bother you if I tell you it's not even?
Yeah, I know it's not even. I tried my hardest to get it even. I didn't want to like keep doing it because then I'd be up here before I like got it before I got it even. So I'm just ignoring that fact.
Fair enough.
There's one time in college, I'm gonna post the pictures because that's what I do. That Connor shaved his eyebrows. He also shaved his whole face. I don't think they were at the same time. However, I can find both pictures and I'll just post both.
I shaved my beard for No Shave November because we were doing a beard growing contest in my dorm.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see how long I could grow it over a month.
I treated you like garbage whenever you shaved your beard. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, my face does not have a good shape without hair on it. Like,
yeah. No, neither does mine. Mine used to that I gained weight and then I don't like it.
Do you know when it had a great shape to it? back at this time.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, a double chin is the sign of wealth. It's a sign of wealth in having too much food to eat. And they didn't have a lot of food back then, in the 1950s, right after the Great Depression. After
the Great Depression, after the war, and during the baby boom.
Yeah. I don't know who is president. Probably like 2 presidents after FDR. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said FDR, because it was the closest one I could think of.
It's actually it's not a far off guess, but after FDR, you have Truman, and then after Truman, you have Eisenhower.
Okay. Good old Ike.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
What was it? We stand with Ike. What is it? Mom, you were around born then.
I think it was it was We Like Ike, I think.
We Like Ike. That's what it was.
Yeah. That's horrible. I say the same thing to my mother. Yeah, I say the same thing to my mother or similar things because, Mom, if you're listening, which you probably are like at least 7 months behind, you're old. It is what it is, You're getting up there in years. I don't make the rules.
It's no fault of your own. It just is how time works.
It's how time works in a cyclical pattern that is predictable.
It rhymes.
It rhymes.
Like poetry.
Like poetry.
George Lucas really, really had something there with that,
Yeah. No. It's a solid. Where is all this water coming from? It is a solid quote.
I think you peed yourself, Matt.
I think so too. I need to buy some adult diapers, apparently. Depends.
So did you find the picture behind you here and then decide on the outfit, or did you just looked up the name Don Clayton?
No, I didn't even go that far.
So what level of research did we do here?
I didn't. So I was at work and my coworkers were saying something. I think I said I needed to like shave or like trim it up. And my one coworker was like, "Oh, you should just do what I have." And he has like the handlebar mustache. Like it's just straight out, straight down. And he looks like a stereotypical fireman, mostly because he is a stereotypical fireman. But he's also a security guard.
Right.
He's a volunteer fireman. Doesn't matter. Regardless, he said that I should just do the mutton chops. And I was like, I could. They're long enough. It's long enough. I could just do the mutton chops. So then I went home and I said to Mia, "Hey, I'm gonna be shaving a little bit. You're not gonna like it. You're going to absolutely loathe it. But I'm gonna do it because I'm committed to this show. And she said, okay. So I went upstairs, I shaved, I came downstairs, and immediately she walked out the door and left. she was very upset that I shaved my beard. And I apologized, but I'm anything. I'm nothing if not committed, you know? Even to a 5-minute bit.
It's gonna be a long few months until that grows back.
I give it a month before it's good enough that I can trim this to its length and be fine.
What do you think of the option of just shaving down to just the mustache?
Ooh, I've done that. It does not look good. Unless I mean, it's grown out. Like it grows.
Right.
It's grown out enough to the point where I guess it wouldn't look too bad. Like if I like no, that's a bad depiction, but I guess it wouldn't look too bad. But again, this thing's getting me. At least I can like kind of hide it if I like but braid this.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you had just the mustache, you could shave everything else, and then it'll grow in at the same length.
Yeah.
And so like
I don't know.
You have options here. You don't have to look like that.
The problem I have you don't have to look like that. The problem I have with the mustache is I'm pretty sure it's different lengths right now. Even though I shaved everything to the exact same length, somehow this side is longer.
Oh yeah, that always happens to me. The right side always grows longer.
I don't get it.
So it's not that it's growing longer from what I was told. It's actually that this side is just fuller. And so there's physically more hair on this side, and that's why it seems longer.
That makes sense. That's very, yeah. So, I mean, maybe I could just do the mustache, but I feel like I would look like Sporticus. I feel like I would look just like Sporticus. Like, I don't know if it's good enough.
I think a mustache would be good. Like, if we get you a monocle too, because then you could just go full, like, distinguished.
Full Mr. Monopoly.
Yeah, full Mr. Monopoly, you know?
I don't think he has a monocle, though, if I'm being.
Oh, now we have to look that up.
No, that's a Mandela effect. A lot of people remember him with a monocle, but I don't think he had a monocle.
Oh, no, he doesn't have a monocle.
I've been playing Monopoly Go quite a bit. I don't know if you play Monopoly Go. I've been playing Monopoly Go. My coworker. I'm going to send you an invite. You should at least download it. You don't have to play it. Just download it to get me some rolls. Anyway, so my coworker got me in. He got me in by doing that exact same thing. He's like, just download it. Just download it. I just need some rolls. It's fine. He got all of my coworkers to do it. So we all downloaded it. He got like 30 rolls or something like that, which you obviously roll the dice and move around a Monopoly board. That's
right.
So he got the rolls, but then I was like, I'm here. I'm this far. Might as well just test it out.
It's on the phone.
Stop playing. I've not stopped playing. I can't stop. I'm contractually obligated to keep going. No, I'm not actually contractually obligated, but I feel like I am because I can't stop playing this game.
Tell you what, I got suckered into playing what is it? Winter Whiteout, I think is what it's called. Whiteout Survival. It was an ad that kept popping up on one of the other games I was playing. I was like, I don't know. This seems like it could be fun.
But it's an ad. You never know.
Right. And that was the thing. And like, it's actually a decently fun game. And like, I'm trying to build up this town of like,
is that the one where like you go through with like something that sucks up the snow or something like that? And you like,
I think that's one of them. And like, you have to try and build a furnace and like get it going.
Yeah. And then it like expands out, as the furnace gets upgraded. Yeah. I've seen the ad for that. I don't know if I can bring myself to play it.
I like it a lot. It's it's not a scam with like the ad and everything.
Yeah. Like I've seen so many games that like you download it. There's one that looks like a lot of fun. Have you ever played those IO games? They're all like something.io where you get like you do things and then you get a little bit bigger and then like it's a bunch of it's
I used to have the whole AO.
Yeah.
The one where
That was
you're
a good
going
one,
around
where
and like
the
eating up a
whole
town.
expands, yeah, and you
I
get
had
to
that
eat
one.
bigger
I
things.
liked that one.
I liked that one, and I saw an ad for this game called something of the apes or something like that, and it was like you were a little ape thing, and you ate some bananas, and then you grew into a bigger ape, and then you fought other apes, and I was like, man, this looks really cool. I would love a game like this where you just go around. The graphics were really decent. I was like, this game would be so cool. And then I downloaded it, and it's like Clash of Clans. Like you have to build a little settlement. It's essentially. And I was like, this is not as advertised. I don't appreciate it.
I saw this one game out that was called it's like it same as the ad or something like that, where like it's like, have you seen those games that are advertised and it's like this specific game, but the game itself is nothing like the ad?
Yeah.
We made the game that's in the ads, and you finally get to play that game. And
okay.
It's taking like those swindling
ads
designs
that look fun,
right?
Get you to download the game and creating a game base. That's cool.
Right.
Was it cool?
I never downloaded it, and I forgot what it's called. But I want to play it. I want to be able to find it again. I hope someone can find that for me. But it's just one of those ideas that you don't think about, but somebody did. And because of that, they're gonna, like, I don't know if they're gonna get rich off of it, but like that, so clever,
That's super clever. I would love to be the person who invented that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of clever,
I was clever once.
We can't do the bit 2 weeks in a row.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
Yeah, I do want to bet, bro. I want to bet hard.
Well, don't bet against Mr. Monopoly, bro.
I'm not. I'm betting against Rutherford B. Hayes.
Martin Van Buren, baby.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the Clever Boy quiz. And this week, the quiz has a little bit of an explanation before I give you the title.
Wow. Okay. Like that, maybe.
I was watching a TikTok from Jeopardy, and they had a category that basically is going to be the same as this game, and where they gave you 3 items in a category, and then that category was a name of a sports team.
Oh boy. Okay.
And so all you have to do is just name that category, and you name the sports team. And so this game is just called It's Just the Names, dude.
It's just the names.
That's what this quiz is called.
I'm gonna do really bad on this one. You're retaliating for how good I did on the last one. That's what this
definitely
is.
not true. This is literally something. I'll send you the TikTok. I found it and I was like, that's a great idea. I want to do this. And so we're gonna go through it. I will tell you this. If you're not demolishing it, well, no, we'll make it that this is out of 20. There's going to be a bonus point with each question.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay.
Where you have the opportunity to then either tell me the sport or the town/state.
Okay.
So you can either tell me the sport that team plays for or the location, but there's only one bonus point.
That's horrible. Okay.
Okay. You ready for your first one?
I am ready.
Gandalf, Merlin, and Dumbledore.
Okay, so hold on. I'm trying to guess the sports team.
Yes.
What was this about a category?
Those three names or three items or three things all fit into one category. So you have to figure out what category all three fit in, and then that gives you your team
Okay.
name.
They're all essentially wizards. Warlocks, magicians, magic users. I don't know. Like, I would say wizards. Wizards would probably fit. Wizards fits Dumbledore, Gandalf, Merlin. Yeah, it fits. I'd say
Fine.
wizards.
Final answer?
Am I supposed to guess the sports team too?
No,
right
no.
now?
No, just
Okay.
Well, the category name is
Start with
also the
category.
sports team name. So do you think the sports team is named the Wizards?
I see. Yes. Yeah. The Wizards.
Final answer.
Doesn't sound right, but yeah, final answer.
Well, Matt, that is correct.
Oh no. What sport is this?
You can either guess sport or location.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm never gonna guess location, not even once. I'm gonna go with sports because at least I have like a 1 in 10 chance rather than a 1 in at least 50, but probably more chance. So, sport, the Wizards. I've never heard of this, which means it's probably something that I don't watch. Unfortunately, I don't watch any sports. It's not. Are college sports included, or is it?
These are all the professional teams.
Okay, that makes it easier because it could be freaking any city on the planet. Okay. Not football, not NFL. 100% sure. I don't know, because it kind of sounds like a hockey team. Like you have the Krakens as a hockey team. Like it could be, but it also really sounds like it also really sounds like a basketball team. Like I could definitely see a basketball team name.
All right, I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer.
Basketball.
Final
Basketball.
answer.
Final answer.
Matt, that is correct.
No way. All right.
The Wizards are the basketball team for Washington, and I believe that is Washington, D.C.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Alrighty. You ready for number 2?
Number 2.
Remember, the thing that these three things falls into, that category, is also the team name.
Also the team name. And I have to guess what sport they play.
Right. Chicken, fudge, and poop.
Excuse me? You know what? I think I know. Fudge and poop. Disgusting pairing. But they do have something in common. They're both brown. It could be. And chicken, depending on how you cook it, also could be considered brown. If it's got the skin side, like fried chicken. I love fried chicken. Off topic. I'm going to go with the Browns or brown things. It's the Browns. Final answer. That's my final answer.
1 second.
Oh no. He's conferring with the queen, his mother, as to whether I got it right or not. It could also be. I see. Okay, he's coming back.
I'm going to reread the question.
Okay.
Is it chicken blank, fudge blank, or poop blank?
Oh. See, that doesn't make any more sense. Okay. chicken blank, fudge blank, or poop blank. I think I see what you're going for here. All types of nuggets. Is that more what you're going for?
Is that your final
Nuggets?
answer?
That's my final answer.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, all right. That's also a basketball team, by the way.
All right, there's your bonus point.
Yeah, I know.
I was conferring to see if it was fair to reread the question to you with the blanks.
Gotcha.
Because you were correct in that the Browns is a team, but that's not what I was going for. And I felt like I had misrepresented the material to you.
That's fair.
Do you know why I picked those specific words to lump together?
Chicken nugget, fudge nugget, poop nugget. I say fudge nugget, or I used to say fudge nuggets a lot.
That's why I chose that, because I'd never heard that word before you used it.
Growing up in a Christian household, sometimes you have to be a little creative. You know this. Sometimes
Right.
you got to be a little creative.
Poop nuggets.
Yeah.
Nuggets are the basketball team for Denver.
Denver. Yeah, I would not have gotten that. Though now that you say Denver Nuggets does sound familiar.
Oh, yeah, because we've used that team before when I quizzed you on sports the last time.
I'm not surprised.
Because you used to live in Colorado.
I used to live in Nevada. My parents and two of my siblings used to live
I
in
knew you
Colorado.
had some sort of connection to Colorado. That's why I used it. Okay.
Perfect. That's how you should have worded it the first time.
I'll end this whole podcast right now. This episode won't even go out.
Come on, it's the best one so far.
What does that say about the other 43 episodes?
The other 43 episodes didn't have this much dedication. All right.
That's fair, I guess. All right. Question number 3. Richard I, Henry VIII, and T'Challa.
Okay. Richard I, Henry VIII, and T'Challa. I'm gonna go with. They're all kings. They're all kings. Yeah, that's the best I could go with. Kings or yeah, I'm gonna go with kings. That's my final answer.
Matt, that is correct.
All right.
Can you tell me where the Kings are from or what sport they play?
I can't tell you either. It does. I'm sorry. I can't tell you either with certainty. I could say whatever I wanted. Doesn't mean it's right. I can't tell you with certainty. Though, in my head, there is a city, which I'm surprised by. There is a city that kind of rings a bell rather than a sport. And I'm going to go with it because this is the first one that's actually like kind of rung a bell. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go with it. And if it's wrong, then it's wrong. You know, I got a couple right. Right.
Yeah.
San Francisco Kings. That sounds right. I'm going to go with that. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Is it baseball, by the way?
No.
Really? Okay, that would have been my guess, so I would have got it wrong either way.
It was the LA Kings.
So close.
That play hockey.
Hockey. Oh. It's gross. Okay. You have teams like the Krakens, and then you have teams like the Kings. Like, that's so boring. That's fair.
Number 4. Daniel, Tony, and Raja.
Okay. I'm Tigers. They're Tigers. Tony the Tiger, Daniel Tiger. Raja, I'm pretty sure is the tiger from Aladdin. Could be wrong on that. I don't know. I don't think I've watched Aladdin in my adult years, so I don't remember anything from that movie. Tigers, yeah, tigers.
Final answer?
That is my final answer.
Matt, that is correct.
Okay.
One quick point. Did you get that based off of Tony, Daniel?
Daniel first. Okay, so Daniel, I was like, it literally could be anything. Like we both know the Bible, growing up in Christianity. So like it could be Daniel from the Bible. It could be literally any Daniel on the entire planet. I don't know. Then you said Tony. I was like, yeah, it's Tiger. It's definitely Tiger.
Awesome. And second, I'm almost positive you have seen Aladdin, just not the cartoon version, because our college showed the live action Aladdin in Johnson Commons, and I'm almost positive you were there with me.
I forgot that movie existed. Although Will Smith did a really great job. That's my opinion.
Highlight of that movie for me, honestly.
I think I remember liking it. I do. But I don't care about the tiger very much. So
do you care enough to tell me what's sport or city?
So the Bengals are a football team, a professional football team. So like Tigers is the name, right? Of the team. It's the Tigers, not some like Siberian tiger or like it's not some offshoot. It's the Tigers.
Yes.
Okay. So so I'm gonna go with it's not football. I could be wrong. Very likely could be. Sounds like a baseball team. Yeah, sure, baseball.
Final answer?
Final answer.
And just pulling that out of nowhere, aren't you there? So I thought about doing this, but having it as the Bengals instead, but I thought it would be too hard for you to make the leap between Tiger to specifically Bengal Tigers.
Yeah.
But luckily, Detroit and their love of jungle cats has the Tigers as their baseball team. Fun fact, their football team is also the Detroit Lions. And then their hockey team, do you know what that's called?
The Pink Panthers.
You guessed it, the Red Wings.
There you go. I was so close.
Pretty sure that's right. Hold on.
Go in the comments, folks, and tell me what facial hair trend I should try next. Sorry, I just wanted to do a little plug while you were doing your thing.
Can we shave your entire head?
It's not the first time. Oh, you mean like just completely
like eyebrows
all the way around? All eyebrows? You know those have a chance of not growing back, right? Like you did that.
Yeah.
They have a chance of not. I can't do that. I mean, I already almost have no eyebrows. Like they're pretty light.
Oh yeah, then it won't make a difference.
It'll make a difference. I promise you.
All right, fine. All right, next one.
Yeah.
Thomas, Peter, and Paul.
Thomas, Peter, and Paul. Thomas, the tank engine. No, I'm just kidding. Thomas, Peter, and Paul. Paul was not. Was he? Hold on. Paul was not a disciple. He was an apostle. But is there a team name called the Apostles? Goodness. That's a toughie. There's almost no. You said okay. Thomas, Peter, and Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Thomas, Peter, and Paul. Thomas, Peter, and Paul. Thomas, Peter, Paul. Okay. I don't know anything about Thomas. Thomas, if we're on the mindset that these are apostles, I don't doubting Thomas. Don't know if he had a different name before Thomas, but I do know Peter, Simon, Peter, and Paul was Saul. You know what? I'm just gonna go apostles. If that's wrong, I don't know. It could be literally any other Thomas, Peter, and Paul.
Final answer?
Hold on. Yeah. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
All right. That's fair.
You're correct that 2 of them were disciples. All 3 were apostles, but they are also all saints.
Saints. Ooh, that was like apostles. Who would have apostles as a team name? But again, I don't watch sports, so it could literally be any team.
So do have a chance at the bonus here. Can you tell me city or city/state or sport?
Excuse me. I'm pretty sure Saints is a football team.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct for a bonus point.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know what's come over me today. I'm in a really funky mood.
I didn't enjoy that at all. Alrighty, number 6. Gates, Murray, and Clinton.
Bills. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo, New York. Can I just get both in the same? That was the coolest, quickest train of thought that I've ever had. That was awesome. Okay. Bills. They're the Bills. That's my first the category.
I mean, I'm just gonna save us some time and tell you got 2 points there.
All right.
That was so annoying. So again,
hates when I do good.
You weren't supposed to do good on this quiz.
Am I doing okay?
Yeah. So was it which of the 3 names gave it away for you?
Gates. It could have been Ben, as in like National Treasure. So like that was in my head. But then you said the second name, which was Murray, and I was like, okay, there you go, Bill. I don't remember the third name. I was too focused on getting that.
Clinton.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah.
All right, whatever. Number 7. Austin, Nashville, and Boston.
Okay. Austin, Nashville, and Boston. That's the 3 clues. They're capitals. They're the Capitals. Final answer.
That is correct.
I know. I had an inkling. I've heard of that team before.
Have you heard of where they're from or what they play?
That's the real kicker. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this. You shouldn't quote me on anything sports related. It's either baseball or hockey. That sounds right. I know.
You got to pick one.
Gotta pick one. I'm gonna do baseball. Basketball.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Is it hockey?
It is hockey. Based on their name, can you guess where they're from?
DC.
Yeah. The Washington Capitals.
That's so dumb.
Yep. Yeah, it is. All right. Number 8. Apple, Type B, and micro USB.
Okay. Apple, Type B, and micro USB. Is that what you said?
Yes.
What? How am I supposed to glean a team name off of this? Okay. Type B?
Type B.
Because if you had said Type C, that would have made me think of like maybe I don't know what the word would be, like adapters, but there's no way that's a team name. Or is it? Because Apple has their listen. I'm not gonna go on an Apple rant, but come on, just switch to Type C. It's so much better. I digress. Micro USB is like the one that's like that. Okay, I don't know what Type B is though.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The adapters.
Final answer.
It's not a team name, but yes.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Shocker.
You're gonna hate me for this one.
Probably.
They're the Chargers.
What is Type B? I've never even heard of Type B before.
Look, I googled types of Chargers and Type B came up. I think it's the predecessor to Type C.
That would make sense.
But you still get the bonus point if you can tell me where they're from or what they play.
Chargers is, say it with me, folks, a football team.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That's correct.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. Number 9.
Number 9.
Sprouse, Olsen, or Ashmore. Sorry, Sprouse, Olsen, and Ashmore.
Huh. Okay. Gonna walk you through my process here. Nope, I got it. I don't know. It's the Twins. The Twins is the team name. That's the answer.
Final answer.
That's my final answer.
That is correct.
You got me on that one. I was like Dylan Cole, Sean as Ashmore, and like, was there an Olsen? Like, I was like, none of these are connecting, but I get it now because they're all twins.
Can you tell me where they're from or what they play?
See, I remember we had this one before, and I said New York, which was not taken very well by you.
Wasn't it?
But it made sense. It makes sense.
It did not.
It will always make sense to
You're
me.
a terrible person for even thinking that.
You're a terrible person. No, you're not. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you.
I hate you.
I don't know what team this is, but I think it's hockey. So I'm gonna go with hockey. Hockey.
Final answer.
No, baseball. Final answer.
That is correct.
I forgot baseball existed. In my head, I was thinking basketball or hockey. Which one?
They are from Minnesota as well.
Minnesota.
Which, to go back to the poetry and things rhyming, do you know what the capital of Minnesota is? St. Paul.
That's the one. Yeah, I definitely knew that.
St. Paul drank mini sodas.
St. Paul drank mini sodas.
Don't laugh at me.
That's a pretty good way to remember it.
She's laughing at me for a mnemonic device I learned in 4th grade.
Well, she is the queen, so you have to just take it, you know.
The purpose was to be laughed at.
It's not supposed to be laughed at. That was a tool that helped me learn my capitals, mother.
Off with his head.
The purpose of the podcast would be to laugh.
All right. The Topeka's out of a can of S. Topeka, Kansas.
What?
Yep.
Okay. You know what? Yeah. That clearly makes sense.
The vermin was peeling the mountain. Mount Pierre, Vermont.
Vermont.
A gust of wind went down Main Street.
Augusta,
Maine. All right, number 10.
A hare is burging through
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Which, fun fact, Pennsylvania is Penn's Woods.
What?
Pennsylvania is Old English for Penn's Wood. Like woods. So like it's Penn's Woods.
William Penn.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that one because I was alive. I was alive during that time.
You were not.
You never know. That was a pirate. Okay, next one.
Also, I thought I was gonna trip you up with Ashmores because I didn't know if you knew that they were twins.
Of course I knew they.
I know you know who Sean Ashmore is, but I didn't know if you knew that they were twins.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that because, shoot, what was it? I was watching. I don't remember what I was watching, but I was watching the other twin in, not Sean Ashmore. I was watching the other twin in something, and I was like, man, that guy really like. Is this Sean Ashmore? And then I looked it up, and it wasn't Sean Ashmore.
I believe like Sean Ashmore though is Bobby from X-Men, Iceman. Lamplighter, I think is his name on The Boys. And he's also the lawyer on The Rookie.
The Rookie, yep. Yeah. And I don't remember what I was watching the other twin in, but I'm like, this looks really like Sean Ashmore, but like slightly different. And I'm like, why does he look so different? It was Lock and Key. Lock and Key, the other brother, is in that one as like one of the main characters. I'm like, he looks so similar, but he wasn't him.
I thought that was going to trip you up, but I forgot that you know who Sean Ashmore is. All right. Number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket, Kraglin, and Nebula.
Those are all. I just watched the third one, by the way. Those are all Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's Guardians. That's my final answer. Yeah.
Final answer.
Yep.
That is correct. Can you tell me where they're from or what they play?
I think it's hockey. I'm going to go with hockey.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Matt, the Cleveland Guardians play baseball.
Boo.
They recently changed their name from the Cleveland Indians.
Oh, yeah.
To something that is way less offensive to a large majority of people within our country.
Yeah, good for them, honestly.
Where are you at, Blackhawks and Redskins? No, I think the Redskins changed their name.
I think they did too.
Where are you at, Blackhawks?
The Guardians would actually be a really good, like if we had like a showdown of all of the mascots from the hockey teams, Guardians would be a really good hockey team, like against the Guardians, the Krakens. Those are the only two that I know, except for the Penguins, and one other one that we talked, the Kings. Like those are kind of lame, but like the Guardians, the Krakens, like that would be a good showdown.
Fun fact, the Penguins used to have a live penguin as their mascot that they borrowed from the PPG zoo and aquarium.
Interesting.
But it died from pneumonia.
That's so sad.
It was back in the 50s, and so like it was like,
Oh, 50s.
Animal rights, those don't matter. Let's keep its nest right next to where we keep the Zamboni.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea that me in the 50s, the people in the 50s also thought.
Mr. Clayton, do you know what that mascot's name was?
Pepe the Penguin.
Very close. It was Pete.
Pete, that was close. Yeah.
It was either Pete or Petey. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, very close. All right. Would you like to know your score before or after I ask the bonus question?
Before.
All right. You needed 15 points to win.
Mm-hmm.
You scored 16.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do like a SpongeBob passing his thing. Like you got 600.
Oh. Now, Matt, I got a question for you.
Do you feel lucky?
Yeah, do you feel lucky?
Are you gonna like if I get it wrong, then like I lose points or something like that?
If you get this wrong, I will take a point away.
But if you take a point away, I still have.
Right.
50.
But you can guess as many times as you'd like.
Oh, so every time I guess.
And I want to be clear, it's guess followed by final answer.
Okay.
And so, like, I'll tell you you're wrong, then you can guess again. That way, not just spitting out ideas and me taking those as guesses. In fairness.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, Team Connor is the best team.
Ah.
All right. Are you ready for the challenge? Do you agree
I am
to
ready.
the terms?
I agree to the terms. Yeah.
All right.
You just haven't come up with a another clever boy name. You don't want to have to do that.
I think I do have a name, actually.
Do you really?
If we're on 12, then yes, I have one.
Are we on 12?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
No. Because I got
My count says 12.
Clevin Levin. Yeah, I thought I got 12. Didn't I
Yeah, your vitamin C12.
Yeah. So yeah, next one is 13. You have a
Yeah,
13?
I have a 13. We're good.
Okay. All right, cool.
What is the name of Pittsburgh's professional soccer team?
Pittsburgh has a professional soccer team.
You know, what's so funny is you said those exact same words the last time I brought it up to you.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you've ever brought this up before.
I have, buddy.
I don't think this is quite fair because I don't have three things to think about compared to. I'm out of drink. Pittsburgh's professional soccer team. Pittsburgh has a professional soccer team.
Yes, they do.
They are named probably after something. They have a mascot. They have a mascot that's probably this thing. And they're from Pittsburgh. And they play soccer. What if I like just decline to guess? Like I just give up.
Well, how about this? You take one guess, and then I'll give you some clues. And then that's where it gets real dicey, because if you get it wrong after that, then you lose.
Okay. The Pittsburgh the Pittsburgh goalkeeper.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I feel like you know that that's incorrect.
100% know that that's incorrect.
All right.
Like the baseball or the yeah, it's false. It false.
I do have one question before I give you your clues, just so I can give you the best possible clue. Have you watched Ted Lasso?
No,
Okay. Okay.
it's on my
That,
list, but it's
that's-
on Apple TV, and I don't have Apple.
that forces me to switch things up a little bit for this clue. Ohio, Nile, Ahsoka.
Okay, guys. For those of you who don't know, no. Okay, so can you give me the third one just real quick? Just
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. So he gave me Ohio, which is a state. Coincidentally, also a river, just like the Nile is. But Ahsoka, first of all, is my dog. Second of all, is a Star Wars character. And I don't quite know how Ahsoka fits into this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what in the world? I don't even want to guess this. I don't want to, because if I do, then I lose. And I don't want to lose.
All right, tell me what you got. Just work through it out loud because this is an audio medium.
I know. I've tried working it out loud. Okay. Ohio. There's a river, the Ohio River. Okay. The Nile River. Those two make sense. And I'm probably on the wrong train, or there's something to do with Ahsoka that is a river as well.
No,
What do you mean no?
Ahsoka's not a river.
I know Ahsoka's not a river, but there could be the Tano River
No,
or the
I didn't say Ahsoka Tano. I said Ahsoka.
a Super Soka.
Nope.
All one. Okay. Ahsoka,
Right.
the dog river. The pet river. I don't know if it's river.
Well,
Okay.
are you sure?
Am I sure?
What do Ohio and the Nile have in common?
They're rivers. Ohio River, Nile River.
Okay. Ahsoka is
A lot of things. I don't know.
all right. This is painful, and
It is painful.
I don't want
I
to drag
know.
this out anymore, just for your own sake. You got River and Ahsoka the dog. Put those together.
Dog River.
Did I say Ahsoka first?
River dog.
Okay. Final
Cat.
answer.
Catfish.
After you said river dog, final answer.
If I say this is the final answer, then and I get it wrong, then I lose. I could just give up and not lose.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna give up and not lose because I'm a quitter who likes to win.
All right. Well, we'll just put this down as you giving up. You're not even trying, but
Okay,
you win.
I
So it's
did
a hollow victory.
No, not to me.
Matt, Pittsburgh's soccer team, professional soccer team, are called the River Hounds.
The River Hounds.
So if you had given me River Dogs as your final answer, I would have accepted that and let you win.
I didn't want to risk it because you're a nasty little fella, and sometimes you trick me.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. You know. But hey, you won today.
I did.
You know what that means?
That means I've won 13 times, baby.
Which in this quiz we call a baker's clezen.
Baker's Clezen.
Cloven. I think Baker's Cloven is what I have written down.
Baker's Club.
Yes.
That's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. I think that tracks. But yeah, there we go. That's the Clever Boy quiz.
Congratulations. That was a good quiz.
Thank you.
I hated it.
You're welcome. You got a topic for this week, Matt?
Kinda. So listen, I've stooped low. I've stooped so low, in fact, to a point where I vowed I would never go. I have downloaded and started playing Minecraft. Yeah, I did it.
Minecraft isn't one of those games you download yourself. It's one of those games you go over to somebody's house that already had it from as a kid and you play on their PlayStation.
There you go. That's exactly what I did. Except I downloaded it too. So here's the thing. I didn't want to. My coworker actually paid me to. Like, he paid me money to download this game so that I could play with him.
You get more rolls?
No, it wasn't that. There's no roles in Minecraft. Not on my Christian Minecraft server.
I'm sorry. I know how to speak to women, so I've never played Minecraft.
I do, in fact, not know how to speak to women.
And yet.
So the first thing I did, can you guess the first thing I did on Minecraft?
You built some sort of phallic looking structure.
Actually, not very far off. I built the tallest tower that I could possibly build, and kind of corkscrewed a stair up to the top.
Okay.
Kind of like a duck's genital region.
Could have just said like a staircase in an old library.
Like a spiral staircase. I built a tower as far as I could possibly do it. Ran out of materials, could have gone farther. It doesn't matter. I may continue to build, but then I did like a little hole all the way down, a urethra, if you will, all the way down, and put water on the bottom. So it's just a really, really, really big diving board. So I could jump all the way down the thousands of blocks into the water and not die, but it's like a really fun ride.
Is there a way for you to get out of the water?
Oh yeah. Like I have a pool at the bottom of the whole tower, and there's like an opening. So once I get in the water, I can just swim out the opening and stuff.
Gotcha.
Really cool. I had my coworkers help building it, and because I'm on their server, and now we're building a giant pyramid made out of glass.
Interesting.
Yeah, and inside it's going to be like a greenhouse. So inside we're going to have plants, we're going to have birds, we're going to have bees and panda bears. I don't know how the panda bears fit in though.
You should put like a small fishing pond in there.
Yeah, like a little koi pond or something.
Well, like something you can fish in so you can practice, and like while you're practicing, maybe put like different types of rods and reels out there. Other outdoor sports equipment like jet skis, boats, maybe some weapons like some bows and crossbows. Oh, you know what? You're right. I am doing something. I'm just describing the Bass Pro Shop pyramid in Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah. That's essentially what we're doing. But better. We're gonna do a gold capstone on it. Solid gold, Minecraft gold, obviously, because We're gonna do a gold capstone, and it's also floating. Not like floating on the water, floating on air, dude.
Oh, that's sick, my guy.
Yeah, it's so cool. Floating like 2 blocks up, not touching anything on the ground. So it's just floating.
Righteous.
It's so high, dude.
How high?
So high.
Sick.
Sick. I also got a llama and immediately found a name tag and named him Frederick.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a really cool game. It's okay. It's cool if you just like destroying things and building things. Apparently, there's an actual like quest you can do.
Yes.
I didn't know this. I thought it was just you build stuff. You just break stuff, you build stuff.
This was described to me by someone who plays Minecraft. I have not played this myself, but apparently there is like an ether dragon or something like that you have to eventually fight.
Yeah.
I
found that out too.
I don't know.
But
I literally don't have any feelings about Minecraft, and like I know I was giving you crap for it when you first said it, but like I see people playing Minecraft and I was like, okay, sure. Like I get all video games are a waste of time in some spot, like some point. But to me, sure, you can build some nice things that look cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
So the problem that I have with the game, first of all, there's no tutorials. None whatsoever. Second of all, there's no direction at all. Like it's literally just you open the game and guess what? You spawned in some water. Well, now you're drowning. How do you swim? Who knows? Like there's no consistency. It's completely random. That's the problems that I have with it. Once you get on your feet and you learn how to do literally anything, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of fun. But there's no direction. Like, again, you could waste 6 years building something and then find out that there's actually a story to it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know there was a story to it, and this game has been out since like we were in middle school. Like, it's wild to me.
When I heard that they were adding things to it, like, you know, like version 2.7 or whatever, like when they do things like that and they're like, there's now bees and there's now this, and it's like, cool. Is it just to build out the world? Like, what's the point? And like everyone's like, that's Steve from Minecraft. And it's like,
who? I didn't know there were names.
is this like, it's sort of like when video games like they like sell you Pac-Man, right? And in Pac-Man, you're just going around the board, eating up the pellets, trying not to get touched by the ghosts and everything. But if you read the game guide, it's like
there's a whole story to it.
Pac-Man is going through this haunted house and he's being chased by these ghosts. The ghosts have names. They're Inky, Blinky,
Dinky, Winky, and Finky. No, that's not right.
Inky, Blinky, Winky, and Sue.
Yeah, sure. First of all, okay, Pac-Man creators, why? Why would you make 4 ghosts, name them all rhyming names except for Sue?
Do you know why?
I don't care why.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Why?
The meme.
I hate you, Pac-Man creators. I hope you're still alive and you're listening to this podcast. I hate you.
Hey, fun fact about Pac-Man. It was brought over from Japan, and they originally wanted to call it Puckman after the words Paku Paku, which means open mouth in Japanese. But they thought that the word puck would be too easy to graffiti, and so they changed it to Pac instead.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's some crazy stuff. I was crazy.
I was crazy once.
We can't do that every episode.
Okay, we did clever last episode, which is why I said that earlier. We can do crazy this episode.
We did gay on the Garlic Boys episode.
This is Garlic Boys. Are you talking about One Shots?
On the One Shots episode.
Yeah, but they're not going to hear that for like a month.
That's fair, actually. That's fair. I'll give that one to you.
I don't know why that meme is stuck in my head, but it's so funny to me.
Funny. I was
funny once. They put me in a room with a wall of bricks.
Room filled with podcasts. Then it wasn't funny
Podcast.
anymore.
The podcast made me funny. Funny. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Garlic Boys podcast. If you'd like more from us, you can follow us on our Instagram and on TikTok at the Garlic Boys. We also have new merch available. And so if you go to the link in our link tree on our Instagram, you can find our Redbubble link in there. Everything comes up as a sticker, but there are many options for each of those designs that we have. Do buy a sticker, buy anything, just to be able to help show your support for the show. And again, we are going to remind you that there is a competition going on between me and Matt, to where you can either buy or like the designs for either the Team Connor or the Team Matt. And by the end of the year, whoever has more things bought will have to shave their head.
Ooh, crazy.
No, I think I said that wrong. And we never even discussed this. There's some sort of punishment that'll come up for whose merch gets either gets less likes / buys, purchases. That's the word. Whoever merch loses will have some sort of punishment.
Yeah, just buy my stuff, and that's fine because I get punished enough on this show.
I mean, I've never made
I will
a punishment.
guilt trip every single one of you. I will guilt trip you to heaven and back.
I was also punished by you bringing on the world's foremost experts on sharks and making me do a quiz against them.
Yeah, that's your own fault, actually. So
AJ made a comment that we're not as concise on these outros as we should be. So
that's fair.
If merch is not your way that you wish to support us and more content is, head on over to the Patreon at patreon.com/thegarlicboys and subscribe. Our lowest tier is $3 a month, but if you'd like some super sweet extra content from us, you can subscribe either at the $5 or the $10 tiers. We just uploaded those bonus clips from the episode with Smallbeard's Big Opinions, and so you'll be able to check out all that extra goodness that we did cut out of that episode because it was just so long.
It was good.
As well as be on the lookout for our guest episode with Smallbeard's Big Opinions. And please go support the guys over there as they're doing an awesome job with their show as well. And if you'd like to watch video versions of this podcast so you can see Matt in his ridiculous outfit, beard, and pipe, head on over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys. All of those episodes go up a month after they premiere on audio version. And so you can head on over there, check out the video version of the episode, give us a like, subscribe, ring that bell, all those things.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
They say over there. Alrighty, Matt. Supplementary mom report for this week.
I'd like to thank my mother, because without my mother giving birth to me, I wouldn't have given birth to putt-putt. So thank you, Mom.
I should have been thinking while you were talking, but I was just listening to the ridiculousness coming out of your mouth. Oh boy, I don't have a good one, and that's bad.
Hera.
Nah, Hera wasn't a great mom. She doesn't deserve a shout out.
Terrible. She threw.
You know who does deserve a shout out though?
Who?
Percy's mom.
Percy's mom. Yes.
I cannot remember her name right now, and that's disappointing.
Is it Vanessa? I think it's Vanessa.
I don't think it's Vanessa.
Are you
but
sure?
Mrs. Jackson from the Percy Jackson series, original OG, one of the best guys. Gang, she's just on it, folks. You know how it be.
You know how it be.
That wasn't concise at all. It's very late, and I'm tired.
Sally
Jackson. There you go, making those blue cookies for Percy. Matt, any final thoughts for us this week?
keep putting and send your scores in to Don Clayton.
There you have it, folks. And as always, remember to
Keep
stay garlicky. Do you know he's called putt-putt because all of them are par 2 courses that he helped develop, and so you should only have to do 2 putts?
That's disappointing because I do at least 7.